I am Engineer Nasir. In this video we will study how to calculate the duct surface area for a project. There are some standard formulas to calculate the duct area that almost all duct manufacturing company and supplier use to calculate the duct area. In this study we will use the same formula. We use different duct fittings like Y branch, elbow, reducer, offset when we install the duct for a project. Now we'll make the sample calculation to calculate the area for all these fittings. To calculate the area for the straight duct, we have the formula area equal to 2 times width plus height into L. You can see in this picture, this is the width of the duct and it is height, and this is the length. We have a straight duct, we'll calculate the area for it. For this duct, width is equal to 500 mm, height equal to 600 mm and length equal to 1200 mm. When we apply this value in this formula, we calculate the area for this duct, straight duct, equal to 2.64 square meter. When you will look at this picture, you will realize this duct is fabricated in two pieces and they are joined together by these two joints, one here and another here. When we calculate the area for the straight duct, we must calculate the sheet used for these two joints also. This is the detail for this joint. We call it Petersburg log joint, and you can see from here to here it is half inch. So for one joint we can consider approximately 50 mm, and it should be 8 to the duct dimension for one joint. You can see from this formula, to calculate the area for a straight duct, we multiply duct dimension by 2. So we will add 50 mm to only one dimension to cover these two joints. So when we apply this new value in the formula, the new area for this straight duct will be equal to 2.76 square meter. We can cross check this area calculation by this Excel program also. This duct width is 500, height is 600 and length is 1.2 meter. Then the area of the rectangular duct is 2.76 square meter. In the same way we can calculate the area for the duct fitting also using these formulas. But one thing to remember when calculating the area for the duct fitting, all the four corners there are joints. So you need to add 50 mm for all these four corners to the duct dimensions. This is a rectangular duct reducer, and the formula to calculate the area of duct reducer is area equal to 2 times width plus height into L, where width and height are taken from the largest side of the reducer. One side of this reducer has the dimension width equal to 300 mm, height equal to 600 mm, and the other side has the dimension width equal to 200 mm and height equal to 400 mm. So to calculate the area for this reducer, we will consider the largest dimension. As there are duct joints on all four corners of this reducer, so we will add 50 mm to each dimension of this reducer. Now you can see width became 350 and height became 650. When we apply this value in the formula, we get the area for this reducer equal to 1.6 meter square. Now we will calculate the area of this reducer by Excel sheet. The width of the reducer is 300 mm and the depth is 600 mm and the length is 0.8 meter. Then we get the area 1.6 square meter, same as we calculated manually. This is a transition piece having height 150 mm, width 200 mm and length is 300 mm, and the other side round diameter is 200 mm. Now we'll calculate the area for it. To calculate the area for transition piece, we have the formula area equal to 2 times width plus height into L, and all the four corners has joint, so we will add 50 mm to each dimension. Then the height will become from 150 to 200 and the width from 200 it will become 250. And when we apply this value in the formula, we get the area for this transition piece equal to 0.27 square meter. Now we'll calculate the area of this transition piece by this Excel sheet. We have the width 200 millimeter, height 150, and the length is 0.3 meter. Then we get the area of this transition piece equal to 0.27 square meter. It is the same as we have calculated manually. It is a rectangular duct offset, and to calculate the area for a rectangular duct offset, we have the formula area equal to 2 times width plus height into L1 plus L2. For all fittings, the value of width and height we consider from the largest side, and L1 and L2 for this offset, we will draw a line from the base, horizontal line, and from the face also we will draw a vertical line. Then when these two lines will intersect, the lower portion will be L1 and the vertical portion will be L2. This duct offset has width equal to 800 mm, height 500 mm, L1 800 mm and L2 650 mm. Now we will calculate the area for it. As this offset has joint at its four corners, so we will add 50 mm to both the dimensions. Then width became 850 and height became 550. When we apply this value in the formula, we get the area for this offset equal to 4.06 meter square. Now we'll calculate the area for this offset by this Excel sheet. We have the width 800 mm and height 500 mm, L1 0.8 meter and L2 0.65 meter. Then we will get the area for this offset equal to 4.06 square meter. This is the same as we have calculated manually. To calculate the area of a rectangular elbow, we have the formula area equal to 2 times width plus height into L1 plus L2, where the value of width and height we will take from the largest dimension, and L1, L2 we can find like this. We will draw a vertical line from the vertical face up to the ground, and again we will draw one horizontal from the end of this elbow where both these will meet. The horizontal portion will be L1 and vertical portion will be L2. Now we'll calculate the area of this equal elbow. It has width 600 mm, height 900 mm and the radius is 200 mm. Then L1 and L2 will be same, that is equal to 1.1 meter. As this elbow has joint at its all four corners, so we will add 50 mm to both width and height. Then width will become 650 and height will become 950. When we apply this value in the formula, we get the area for this elbow equal to 7.04 square meter. Now we will calculate the area for this elbow by this Excel sheet. We have the width of this elbow equal to 600 mm and the height 900 mm, L1 1.1 meter, L2 1.1 meter also. Then the area for this elbow is equal to 7.04 square meter. This value is same as we have calculated manually. To calculate the area of a Y, we will mark dimension like this. From these two openings, we will see which one is larger. For the larger one, we will give W1 H1 and the smaller one we will give W2 H2. And the length beside larger one we will give L1 and the length beside smaller will be L2. Then it will be W3 H3. Then we will see these two radius. Which radius is larger, then we will make L3. Suppose if this radius is larger, then what we will do, we will draw one straight line from here and one straight line from here, and this portion, this height will be L3. Then we use the formula to calculate the area of the Y. Area equal to 2 times W1 H1 into L1 plus 2 times W2 H2 into L2 plus 2 times W3 H3 into L3. Let us make a sample calculation for this Y. We will check from these two opening which one is larger. It is 450 and 300, and this is 350 300, so this one is larger, so we will consider it as W1 H1, and this will be L1, then it will be W2 H2 and it will be L2. Then we will see from here and here which radius is larger. In this case we found it 1, so we will consider 200 as L3. Now we will apply these values in the formula. Also you can see all the corners of this Y have joints, so we will add 50 mm to all the dimensions. So this 450 will become 500 or 0.5 meter, and 300 will be 350 or 0.3 meter. So after applying this value in the formula, we will get the area for this unequal Y equal to 2.2 square meter. If this Y is equal, then both the openings, this and this, will be same. Then in this case, this line you can shift from here to calculate the area of this Y. If you need to calculate the area of Y branch of this shape, then the largest side you give the W1 H1, then this one W2 H2, and the top side the W3 H3, and when you will draw one line from here, it will be L1, this L2, and this will be L3. So in this way you can calculate the area of rectangular duct and fitting. If you need this Excel sheet, you can request on the email given in our channel description. Thank you very much.